Okay, boom. I only have like a couple topics written down and stuff like that. If I really feel like, okay, I just have to make sure my phone is charging. But like, if I really feel like, what's it called? Like I'm running out of stuff to talk about or like things to go over, I'll just like, you feel me? I'll just get the book. It's somewhere. It's right here. Bro, I wasn't yawning at all before this. This is terrible. This is terrible. I don't want my nervous system to get used to just yawning every time I like start streaming stuff. Wait, let me just go to the point I'm at in this John, just so I don't. You know what I mean? Just so I don't lose where I'm at. This is awful. My handwriting is terrible. Wow, this book is so old. Okay. Okay, bet. I'm right here. What? Yeah, hell yeah. Okay, cool. Oh, wait. I didn't cross out any of these. Hold that. Bruh, this is fucking me up. I just had a steak with broccoli cheddar soup and like something else. I forget what. Okay. Something else. Yeah, I didn't start with having topics ready already just because I was doing something. I was working on this drawing. So I gotta finish it. Boom, pow. Boom, boom, pow. Yo, it's so good having like the physical books on me. Like, if they were lost somewhere, that would suck. JJK, tomorrow, season 3. I just got caught up by this guy. I don't know. Some guy just caught me up on the whole series, so it's lit. And it's actually pretty lit. I'm finna start watching. I thought it was just like any like regular shonen, but no, it's like an actual like story. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Alright. Bro, what the heck? So the last topic was they only like me because they think I'm attractive. That's the people I was talking about at the Tesla job. But it's just like people in general who only talk to you because they think like, well, I think that's like a lot of people because like they feel like, oh, this is an attractive person, let me get to know them and stuff like that. So, but yeah, so like the next one is a lot of them just look at me and they think I can't tell that they're doing it. Maybe they're just less good at hiding it. Because I look at people too, but not stare. Yeah, like I don't stare. Like, that's weird. You know what I mean? Like, maybe they're just less good at hiding it than me because, bro, like, I be staring at people too. It's not like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like I be eyeballing them and stuff like that. And, like, they can't, okay, this is getting dangerous. It's like, they can't, like, they can tell I'm not looking at them. It's not like they could tell because it's like it's not like they're looking. It's not like they're looking at that as like a thing, but it's just like, you can tell like, I'm not like hawking you down, like looking at you all crazy and stuff like that. Motherfuckers just stare at me. I'm like, bitch, what do you want? Motherfuckers just staring at me and shit. I just had class. we have we're working on like our business stuff, like our like business, like our resumes, and like reviewing them for like class and stuff like that, so we could like be optimal for the job market when we do decide to like go out there and like decide what we want to do. There's a job fair. Um, there's a job fair like in March or April and stuff like that. So it's like we're getting prepared for that. But I finished Sherlock Holmes. I finished it. Now I'm rereading it because I said I was gonna read the Edgar Allan Poe book, but like, bro, like, I'm not doing that right now. But yeah, so I finished. And yep, no mention of Moriarty, nothing. So I think the series must continue after that. But like, bro, like, how could you not mention Moriarty? Like, pissed. But they have to, and that series has to continue after that because like, isn't he like a pivotal character and stuff like that? So like, he's his arch nemesis. He wouldn't be so big and popular if he wasn't like in the stories. That's the complete Sherlock Holmes story. Why would they say complete if it wasn't complete? Like, why would they do that? Why would they do that? Maybe there was something I missed about Moriarty. I don't know why he wouldn't have been. The case that they left off on was just like anything. Like, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle just like said, you know what? I'm done. Wrap it up, pack it up. Holmes's adventures are done. No, I couldn't have been that. So I have to look up what else I'm missing because, bro, those are the most compelling stories. Like, nothing else compares. Nothing else. Literally. Yeah, literally. No one else writes like him. It's crazy. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But, this is funny. My writing is starting to remind me of Junie B. Jones. Y'all remember Junie B. Jones? Oh my god, bro, she was crazy and she didn't care about nothing but herself. She didn't care about anything. She was doing her religiously. Yeah, that was my girl. Reading about her in like middle school when you had to take those tests for like when you had to take those online tests for like what's it called? Like, you know what I mean? Like those online reading book tests to like show that you read the thing. So that you read the thing and that you were on your job and you were on your duty and you got and you got what you were reading about and stuff like that in the topic. Like, yeah. Yeah, so that's why I used to read my girl. And like I just related to her somewhat just because like she was just a wild card. Like she was a wild card in Uno. And that's just me. Just a wild card. Or that just was me. Yeah, that yawning shit is crazy. Yeah, okay, so boom. Next one. I'm fed up with people. I think some people have to live a lifetime to get where I'm at right now. Yo, what up? This is when I thought I was like, this is like delusions of grandeur, I think, but like I don't know. But like I was on some like, oh, I'm so smart because I made this blog, which I am and I was. And oh, I'm so above everyone else, which I wasn't, you know, above some people, below some other people, you know how it goes. Like you're in the middle of your reference point for life. And then, so I was having thoughts like, I think some people have to live a lifetime to get where I'm at right now. But it's like, bro, maybe they just have to live their lifetime. And if they're on like the same trajectory as me, like they'll probably reach the same conclusions, or they'll reach different conclusions, or they'll reach the same conclusions but in a different way. So it'll inform them about how to progress in life differently than it informed me. But like I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm better than some, I'm worse than others, stuff like that. We all are. That's just life. By the way, this ruler is really dangerous. Just tune it. Damn it. I took my depression and like ADHD pills too today. So that's just an update. Yeah, so nobody has to live a lifetime to walk in my shoes. Just, you know the Eminem song? Like walk in the shoes to see what it's like to be him and stuff. That was my shit. Eminem, when I used to listen to Eminem, Lady Gaga, Maroon 5, Moves Like Jagger, those were all like in the same era of my life. What else? I don't know. Iaz, uh, I wanted to say Jason Derulo just because he's in that era, but like I didn't really used to listen to him. I used to listen to Iaz a lot. Yo, those were like the hits. I was Lady Gaga, what's one song? Bad Romance. I used to listen to Bad Romance a lot in that era. Yeah, bro, that was my era. That was my era. Just like listening to shit. I was listening, bro. I was the type of kid who's like I listened to everything because I was just interested in like anything that was interesting in music, even if it was like a 30 seconds of like a 4 minute song. I would add that song because I was just like, oh, this is interesting. Like this piques something in my brain that needs to be like explored more. So like I'll listen to Bjork and like she surprisingly has like I listened to her recently. When I say recently, probably like towards the middle of 2025, and she surprisingly has like a diverse catalog of like sonically of like music and stuff like that, which you never would think just of how her like regular stuff is just like like you if you know that, if you know her, you know. But like yeah, and then I saw that a few years ago it became fashionable to like her just because some people liked her, like SZA liked her because that's what she used to dance to as a kid, and they would play a lot of Bjork. And like I seen Ian Connor was like hit her up or something like that. And yeah, when you look her up, she just looks like some cute Asian girl or whatever, but she's really just like this powerhouse of like a storm. When you listen to her music is like a storm. It's crazy. But yeah, it's like it's crazy. And as a kid I used to think like, yo, how could anybody like get into this, even though I'm into this a little bit? But then like the fact that I was into it a little bit, I'm just like, how could you get into the full thing though? But you know, the fact that I was into it a little bit let me know that okay, like, you know, I can see how they could like, you know, vibe with this and stuff. Bjork, look her up. She's man. And this is when like this is the era of like not paying for music, bro, not paying for subscriptions, just getting the music. And this is like this is like the Wild West. This is the Wild West of getting music. So it's like I was just downloading stuff on this app I had, and like if the app deleted and you couldn't get it back, that was it for your music catalog. Kind of like what Apple did to me when I deleted my subscription. They deleted all my songs, even though I could have paid the subscription back when I got the money and then had all my songs that I worked really hard to keep or like add, and I would have kept them. But you know, that's fine, right? That's fine. Like near 500 songs, that's cool, yo. No, I was pissed. I was pissed. It took me back to when it took me back to the Wild West of music. Literally, bro. Okay, boom. Next topic. Yeah, so nobody has to really live a lifetime to know what I'm going through, but I don't know. My DOA stuff came in. 2 exclusive shirts. Shit is tough. I need a car so I can leave the crib eventually. Yeah, if I'm reading straight from the book, I'm not gonna have like neatly designed like topics written out. So I'm just gonna like read what I think I should stop at, whatever, right? So my DOA stuff. DOA is my friend's clothing brand company, and it's so cool. And I have one-of-one pieces because when they came in, he delivered them himself, and I was like the first ever to buy those shirts. I don't know if he released hats first or the shirts, but I was the first ever. I have one-of-one pieces of the shirts. I never did anything with them, never cut them up, never styled them. That's a little dig at our friend Rob because he cut up the shirts. I don't know if who cares though, right? Family shit. But yeah, bro, I have one-of-ones. When he's a kabillionaire, like I'm gonna be like, ha 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 ha, I have shirts that are worth $1 kabillion. Like, come and get me. Ha. On some twirling the mustache evil cartoon villain shit. I'm gonna be twirling my mustache. I'm gonna be twirling my mustache like this. It's gonna be a handlebar mustache. Boom. So like when those were the times that came in. They came in. What's the date? What's the date on this? March of 2021. That's when he started, and he's still going with it. It's on and off, but I haven't been able to like look at the progress because I haven't been on the gram for a couple months because I've been going through some shit, bro. I literally been going through some shit. I've been going through life for real. But yeah, shit is tough, and I need a car so I can leave the crib eventually. Pretty self-explanatory. Haven't gotten that car yet. This is 2021, mind you. Put all my money towards drugs and addiction and clothes rather than a car, which would have saved me a lot of Uber fares. that I'm taking right now. So yeah, that's great. If you think about it, that's perfect. That's amazing. Haven't started my job yet. They're looking for openings in the schedule, and then they're gonna hit me up about it. So that's great. That's amazing. That's great. That's like fuck. Like what's that? What's that soundboard shit? Fuck. Like that shit. That's playing in my mind right now. That's what's playing in my mind. I need to become a monk and only spend money on essential shit. I was having the same thoughts as I'm having now. Like, I spent money on a bunch of bullshit, and I just need to spend money on, like, essential shit. So, like, so I can get a car. For real. But I don't even care about a car. That's, like, the thing, too. But, like, I know I need to just to do stuff. But, like, I don't even really care, bro. I need to renew my license, and they just make everything so difficult. And I'm just, like, over it, bro. I'm over it. I don't care. I'm not becoming a monk just so I could fucking live regular life. Like, but I know staying down meaning like saving, staying down, not buying stuff, like staying down. Like I know that's a part of adulting. Was like I guess I don't. Well, I know, but I don't know because if I knew, I would be practicing it. So I know in theory, but I don't really know because I haven't been practicing that shit for a long while. But when you start making your own money, like you want to do other things that you couldn't get to do as a kid, and like I could never get anything as a kid, even though I got the basics and essentials. But it's like, bro, I always wanted to like buy my own shit with my own money. So when I got the chance to do that, and even when I went to college, and it's like, hey, you never got to do anything when you were younger, and you were coddled a lot, and you had to be in the crib, even though you left sometimes, but you had to be in the crib for the most part, and it's surrounded by family. Here, go on vacation on a resort. That's what college was, bro. Go on a resort with no family, and then you have free access to dining halls 24/7, and then you can smoke and do whatever you want, and we'll give you money to. And I had a plug over there, bro. Oh my god, bro. they said, oh, you never had a job when you were younger because you were never like encouraged to do that kind of thing. Because when you're a kid, bro, you're not gonna instill that kind of thing in yourself. Like some people will, but like you're not gonna do it for yourself. Like you have to have a catalyst. So and I was also like beaten down a lot when I was a kid, like mentally, verbally. So it's like I really just felt like in my own shell, and I couldn't like do anything, and I felt like anxiety about everything. Oh, brother. Oh yeah, the last stream, right, I was so fucked up, but like now about this girl and shit, but now I'm just like detaching. I understand what it's all for. I understand what pain's for. I understand life. I understand life part 2 because I made a video like that. Like I get the entirety of life now. I'm gonna go through a bunch of those. I feel like in my life, but right now I feel like I understand life now. It was just like you go through shit to. You wouldn't see this. You wouldn't have seen this thought process unless you were on the YouTube because it wasn't a stream. I just posted on my YouTube, but it's like you go through things so you can become imaginative and creative. And so you use those hardships that you go through to process and create. So now what I really want to do is just create. You know what I mean? Like that's my calling. That's what I want to do. Of course, I have a job to become stable and stuff like that because you need that nowadays. But it's like I want to create, and I understand that the universe puts you through multiple tests, and probably the same test multiple times, just so you can learn a lesson from it. And the lesson is to create from it, to become imaginative from it. So that's what I do. That's what I'm gonna do now from now on. Like I'm gonna get a tattoo that says create. This one is a philosophy. This one is a philosophy. It's a smiley winky face. It just means to smile more. Create. So I'll never forget. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get up on my friend too. She's a tattoo artist. By the way, she's so cool. And I'm probably gonna be creating a lot with her too, and like our other friends, because they've been asking for me. 1, 2, they're all amazing artists and like so freaking like cool and like goth a little bit, or they were. I don't know how it is now, but like bro, they're so cool. And you know, like, and like that's our calling, to create. So like, why would I skip the chance to do that? Chill with cool people who do that. Smoke weed with them. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like just get into a mode where we could vibe and like do that and like just chill like friends. Just chill like friends. I'm saying it like it's some chemical reaction thing, but it's like really just like chilling out, hanging out and stuff. I don't know why I make it so hard. Like even like drawing this, like it's pretty good for like coming back and like not having drawn for a little bit. Like that's pretty alright. But like I don't know why I make things so hard. But whatever. I won't anymore. That's my resolution for 2026. If I didn't have one, I'm not gonna make these things hard. They're easy. You just chill, just chill, just vibe, just vibe, just vibe, twin, just vibe, twin. Like you always hear that shit, just vibe. The industry always has like, oh my god, the industry. They're so like stupid. Just vibe, just vibe. But like they know it's satire and they know it's a joke too, so they say it in a joking way like that, in a satirical way, which is funny. So it's like, but I don't know. I always just hate the in crowd kind of thing. And then when you tell people to just vibe, it's always like you're telling the people who are not coded in the language of the industry to just vibe, meaning just chill out, stop expressing yourself the way you are because you don't understand how to do it, which is weird. Like what? I'm gonna just vibe how I vibe, and if it's not something that you like, don't say just vibe. Like twin. My sister's based in Atlanta right now, bro. Uh, so she be hearing all the Atlanteans or whatever they call themselves say that shit. Which that terminology's fire. I don't really care. Twin ski. Like I fuck with that shit. I don't know, but I make fun of it too because I don't care. Right? Who cares? Yeah. This Papermate pen is really it. Papermate. Shout out them. Shout out Papermate. Pens are angelic. Angelic to write with. Smooth. Smoothie. Smoothers. Smoothers. I just dropped my pen involuntarily. Think I'm done for right now. I dropped the pen and just stopped right there. Boom. 2021 March. 8 a.m. at Tesla. The job I used to work at Tesla. Feels like I haven't written in a while. Okay, whatever. Trying to figure out life still, but meditating more. Hopefully I can sweep out my mind's cobwebs. Meditating helps you sweep out your mind's cobwebs. All you have to do is sit in silence, and then you process your memories, and then you go about your day. For real. And you just like those memories play in your head like a movie, like a moving picture, like a motion picture. And then are memories where we got and dreams where we got like the idea from motion pictures or pictures in general? Probably. I don't know. No, the idea for pictures in general is probably just like to recreate our reality and what we see so we can capture it forever. And then the idea of motion pictures is probably just like from dreams and stuff. Just like, I guess reality too, but like you see reality in motion a lot, so I guess you wouldn't like, or I guess they got it from like, oh yeah, we have this picture, but we want to capture reality as we really experience it, not just, yo, our whole lives have just been like the higher ups trying to like recreate reality, but in technology. And then the furthest they've got is with these phones and like VR and stuff, because we can like, we're trying to merge technology with our reality so we can like control our reality and become gods. But you just need a vibe, twin. Like stop trying to become God. Like, bro, I don't need a chip in my head to like calculate my surroundings and stuff like that. And that's this many yards away. And this is this material just from looking at it. And this is what constitute this. And this is how far apart these atoms are in this chair. Like I don't need to do that, bro. Like just vibe. Like stop trying to become God. I think they need to do what the Rick and Morty episode did when the dinosaurs came back and just merge technology with, you know, like your surroundings, but like in a cohesive way. Like surroundings meaning like plant life, like things that are natural in the world, and so we can like cohabit. Is that it? It's like like we can just like vibe with like all the other life forms on Earth and just like not chop down the rainforest, but instead like help them become what they need to be, but more efficiently. I don't know, bro. It's a tall task. It's like easy to say it, right? But like I know what we shouldn't do. Well, I don't know what we shouldn't do because like if we didn't chop down trees, there's probably a better way though. But if we didn't chop down trees to like create these houses and stuff like that, like there still be a lot of forest. But like, how would we live? How would we live? No. Okay, boom. Been meditating more. Hope. Okay, whatever. And then I said cobwebs, and then I said not even. The gears are constantly turning. There are no cobwebs in my head. There weren't before. There aren't now. The gears are constantly turning. I had to actually slow down my thought process by doing drugs because like my head was racing too much, and it was like It was like a never-ending generator of power. I used to think when I was younger, like I would, which I probably still am going to, but I could power like an entire city or something, just with my process of thoughts and like how much my headaches were burning my head and stuff like that. And I thought like, oh, if I could just harness this kind of power and I could just put it into an energy field that would just accept energy, that could be like a battery. So whenever these things happen in my head that I can't control, these chemical reactions and imbalances, then maybe be they could leap out of my head and like go into an energy source and field that would go towards something positive, which is like powering a city or something. So we have like endless electricity on some Nikola Tesla shit, and then I wouldn't have to deal with the headaches because it would be gone, but they would be towards a purpose. So like maybe I'd have like instant Wi-Fi everywhere I go, but powered by my headaches. I don't know, or powered by the chemicals in my head. Yeah, whatever. They probably already did that shit and they're just hiding it. They always do that. Just need to decode and file, which is what meditating does. Decodes and files your memories, and rank order from most to least imperative. Rank order on some like Limitless shit, the movie with Bradley Cooper, where it's like he takes the pill and then he becomes limitless. Like I need a rank order, meaning I need to know what's good, I need to know what's bad. You know what I mean? Or not good and bad, but like maybe good and bad, but like rank order of importance, meaning like I need to know what's most imperative and I need to know what's bullshit, literally, so I could like figure out what I'm doing with my life, what direction to go in. Sounds like a good goal to me. Yeah, probably right. Literally, I talk about this right here. See, like this ain't just some made up shit. Literally killed all my brain cells because my thoughts were moving at light speed, and it still didn't work. See, this is how I can gauge like where I was at and where I'm at now, and like how I think about what I was thinking about before, now, and probably a good case study about how we change over time, or if we do change over time or not. Because I just had this thought process while reading the the top part of the entry, and then I just literally said that same thing here. So it's like, do we change at all, really, or do we just tweak over time a little bit? Literally killed all my brain cells because my thoughts were moving at light speed. I literally just said that, and this is this is a good case study because this was all done in like a couple years ago, and I barely remember, like, you know, or they'll come back to me as I read them, but I barely remember like what I was talking about or like what was going on or anything. Because my thoughts were moving at light speed and it still didn't work. Yeah, it still didn't work. Like I was doing drugs and stuff like that, and my thoughts were just like still racing, still speed racer. Yeah. What? I'm like a highly processed PC or AI. Someone should weaponize me for profit. Guess I gotta live with this crystal ball in my dome. Oh my god, I was such a poet. I was like always into like using flowery language and stuff like that. Guess somebody has to weaponize me for profit. Guess I gotta live with this crystal. Actually, I like that one. I guess I gotta live with this crystal ball in my dome. Not like I could tell the future, but more like this hurts, and like it feels like the rock in my head, my skull, it's just fucking me over. Literally. No one's gonna weaponize me for like what would that even entail? Oh, but it went back to the thing where I was just like, oh yeah, use my head, use the chemicals for like energy or whatever. Yeah, so weaponize me. Yeah, somebody will weaponize me. The next one, I need to meditate. I was big into that. I was big into talking about that. I wasn't really big into it. But every time I did find myself sitting in silence, which is what this tattoo is about, so you really don't change over the years. But this tattoo, silence is the way. My thoughts would just process really rapidly, and there would be a bunch of things that I wasn't processing at the time, but they were still being processed. So I wasn't fully like in them, but they were like still turning, because maybe some things that I missed. You know what I mean? Like you probably miss a lot of the things, and you probably just have quick glances of things, and you don't really register them, and then they're like in your head still. So that was probably what was happening, and some of the other thoughts they were more prominent in my head because I, probably experienced them differently than I did the ones that were just fading and regular. So I need to meditate. How do I feel about that now? How's that changed? It hasn't. I still need to meditate. I still have a lot of thoughts, as you can see. I'm still doing a lot of shit in my head. But this is ritualistic now, so I'm gonna be doing this. You saw how I was a little bit late tonight, but like I still had to come on because I had to come on, not just because I'm late, so I'm not gonna do it tonight. Like, no, I had to come on. Like, I told myself when I first started streaming, like, oh yeah, I started doing a lot of shit, like performative shit, like, oh yeah, this is good for my brain, and like this is like a form of writing, how I write but talking, and and I'm gonna get a lot of my thoughts out this way, and this is gonna be therapeutic, and this and that, and this and that, and this and that. But it takes a while for something to become a habit. Need for you to stick with it, and even longer, I think. And I feel, well, when it becomes a habit, I guess it's the same amount of time, but like even longer, I'll say, for you to like start enjoying it, for it to be effortless. So like some habits are just habits, but like for them to be effortless and you to enjoy them, like I think that's a whole nother thing to tackle. So I'm glad that I did it like cohesively, but it's easier when it's something you like. So it's like, I'm glad I did it cohesively, and and I'm glad that like now I'm really into a groove and swing of things. And plus it makes for a good start for the new year, because like it aligns with the new year. So if the new year itself wasn't a big deal to me, the fact that I'm progressing in a good way is a big deal to me. So that's cool. Yeah, that's all I have. Thanks for tuning in. It's another one. I said I was gonna be back today. So, and I'm here. So, but yeah, I will see you tomorrow night. At 10 on the dot, hopefully, which is when I'm going to be streaming, which I never said, but it's like, I guess you just learn to know that because, I don't know, like, that's when I stream. So, I'm going to be streaming at 10 p.m., or at least that's what I'm going to try to do. 10 p.m. It's still 10 p.m., even though it was like 10:18 when I started, but that's 10 p.m. But yeah, I know you know what I mean, like 10 p.m. on the dot, like, I'll try to be there. I'll try to be then and there. So, yeah. But until then, have a good night. What is it, dude? Peace. Deuces.